Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna make this Raw review short and sweet because Raw again was an eventful Raw. It was just okay, you know, back-to-back Raws where it seems like WWE Creative is just taking the day off. We saw rematches again. We saw Cesaro versus Ryback for the seventh time in a row. Wade Barrett and Randy Orton for the 10,000th time in a row. Mark Henry came back. That was a plus. We got to see Jack Swagger on Raw. That was a plus. We had like three or four matches in a row were this complete squash matches. Del Rio beating Rhodes, Ryback beating Cesaro. Um, what other one was there? Goodness gracious, Jack Swagger versus Santino. The Randy Orton and Wade Barrett match was a squash match to me. It seemed like um, they advertised the shit out of the WWE app, which kind of got old after a while. They even had a tutorial of how to download the app and how to use it and how to vote. I mean, seriously, WWE, are we that retarded? And then, you know, later on in the night they tell us that the WWE app is crashed because it got uh, so much votes and so much people going onto the app that it shut down and that it wasn't working anymore. That they had to take us. That they said to go to WWE.com to vote. I mean, it was all a clusterfuck. And then the only bright side of Raw was Mark Henry showing back up, taking out Mysterio, Sin Cara, and Daniel Bryan, and the Punk versus Jericho match. That was it. Cena came out at the end of the night and challenged the Shield to a match at Elimination Chamber, which is officially going to go down. Cena, Sheamus, Ryback versus the Shield. And the Shield gets taken over. They get beat up. After they've looked strong for the last couple of months. I don't know what they're trying. I guess they're just taking this month off, and then maybe after Elimination Chamber they'll start getting going again. But I do not feel like we're on the road to WrestleMania at all with these Raws and these matches, man. We haven't seen a new match since last week when we saw Barrett versus Bo Dallas. That was the last time we seen someone new come up. It seems like we always see rematches on Raw. Daniel Bryan and Rey Mysterio, yeah, that was nice. That was a treat. But we won't probably see that match for a while. And we'll probably see Cesaro and Ryback go at it again on SmackDown. It just seems like they never want to give any other wrestlers in the locker room a chance to wrestle. You can only show us Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton so many times to where we already know what the hell's gonna happen. We already know what moveset and moves that they're gonna do during the match because they've wrestled so many damn times together. It's just getting irritating. It would be nice to see Wade Barrett go up against anybody. Santino, Jack Swagger. I don't care if they're both heels. Throw someone different against each other. Kofi Kingston, he wasn't even on the show. He could have faced Wade Barrett. He could have faced Cesaro. Sure, rematches, yeah. But when's the last time those two guys wrestled each other? It's been a couple of weeks. So people may not even remember that they wrestled each other. That's what I don't understand. You have Del Rio go up against Cody Rhodes, and it's a squash match. Cody Rhodes doesn't lose like that. He was and one of the number one contenders for the tag titles. Sure, the tag belts don't mean shit. Sure, you could say that. But he's not a jobber to lose like that. That's when you could throw out a 3MB member. That's what they're for. 3MB are the jobbers. Zack Ryder, a jobber. Santino, a jobber. Those are the type of guys you throw out against those type of people. I don't expect to see Ryback beat Cesaro in 2 minutes. He's your U.S. champion. Make him look legit. Make him last 10 to 15 minutes of Ryback. Not 2 minutes. I mean, give me a fucking break with this shit. Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton. These guys have wrestled so many damn times together, I don't even want to watch the match. And those one of the two best wrestlers you got in the WWE. Why not have Randy Orton face someone else? Biggie Langston. Why not have him go up against him? Why not have Randy Orton go up against anybody that you might throw into Elimination Chamber with him? You got probably over 20 wrestlers in the back that you can use, but you just choose not to. Why? Is it because you don't trust them? I just don't understand. There's so many other guys on the roster that they can use, but they throw out the same damn rematches every day or every week. I can only imagine the rematches we're going to get on SmackDown, and then the matches that were on SmackDown, we'll probably see them on Raw, because they think people don't watch SmackDown. It's just irritating and frustrating. I enjoyed, most of the time I enjoy what the WWE product gives me, but the last couple of weeks after Royal Rumble especially, it's been shit. Even the Go Home Raw to Royal Rumble was shit. The best part of Raw so far has been CM Punk. And that's not just me being a big old kiss ass to him because I'm a fan. It's the truth. The things he's saying and the promos he's saying and the matches he's having. The match against Jericho this past week on Raw was awesome. It was great. It might have been even better than the match at WrestleMania. But we'll probably not see that match next week or a week after that. Punk may not even wrestle next week on Raw. As long, we don't know. He didn't wrestle last week. So I don't understand why now that Royal Rumble's over, The Rock, he didn't even show up on Raw, and now it seems like it's John Cena's show once again. And have him in the night calling out the Shield. I mean, why not have that main event, Punk Jericho, in the night? That would have been an excellent ending. But yeah, we had to have babyface John Cena go over to make the fans happy, and have them turn off the TV in a good mood because John Cena beat up the Shield. Give me a fucking break with that. I'm kind of glad I'm not going to WrestleMania this year because it's full of WrestleMania rematches. I would not want to pay the money that people are paying to go see The Rock versus Cena 2. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. The only match that so far it sounds like I would even pay to see is Undertaker and Punk, and they've wrestled before. I mean, and it's going to be Triple H versus Brock. Yay, they've wrestled 4 or 5 months ago. Can't wait. And that match sucked. It's not even a Raw review. This is more like a fucking rant. And I just had to say it. So before I get cut off by YouTube, you guys have a good one. Please comment down below what you thought of Raw or what you hated about Raw. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate comments about Raw. And other than that, you guys have a good one. Raw review up next week.